Alright, so we're back at Wine on Third for part 2 of the saga with Tim Messer, and here he is. And he's alive. And look at how good he looks, man. He looks calm and relaxed. Alright, what happened? Since we last saw you, you were playing with those swords over there, and you were a little nervous, and I told you that the casino was twice the height of the falls.
Yeah.
What happened, man?
It terrified the hell out of me when you said that. It actually worked out completely different than I expected. It brought us up to the roof. I looked over the side, and surprisingly, I was okay. Then they had us do a practice rappel down one story, and again, I thought it was going to be very difficult, and it was far easier than I thought. And then I got actually really excited to do it. They brought us over to the side of the building where you actually do the rappelling, tied us in, and let us go. And I expected it to take, 10, 15 minutes to get down. I probably went down in less than a minute because of how much fun I was having.
You just let her rip?
I just let it rip.
Wow.
Great time.
I was standing there, and what I did find out is that you were up there getting ready while I was down in that parking lot area. But I was watching these ominous storm clouds moving in, and I thought, you know what? This is sad, but if no one has the safety precautions, I'm going to be the guy to film somebody getting struck by lightning on this building. It's going to be tragic, but what the hell? I've got the camera running. I mean, these black clouds were coming over, and they weren't even concerned. Yeah,
it was a little ominous up on the roof, but it ended up working out great.
Wow. All right. So look, we got some pictures here. Hold this up so we can know who's.
That's me just before.
Here's what we're talking about, folks. We're talking. He's 30 stories up, right?
Yep, 30 stories.
All right, and you look very calm and collected. Let's see how close we can get. All right, there he's calm and collected. And then we have brother Dan.
My brother, who did it with me.
He has a little more of a glimmer in his eye. He's not quite sure, but he's a little tenser. But do you want both went together or no?
It's two of us together.
And you went side by side?
No, I went actually side by side with my mother. She started a little bit ahead of me. She was down about 10 feet when I started making my descent. So I stopped next to her and I said to her, "Do you want me to wait for you?" And she said, "No, go ahead." And I asked her if she was sure. And she said yes. And then I just let her rip. Went down, 27 stories in less than a minute. And about a half hour later, my mom finished.
Did they have to tell the people whose windows you were passing to, dress or what?
Actually, all they warned everyone in the hotel rooms who were in the corner suites that they should close their curtains because the rappelling was going to be going on all day long. And I passed about 3 rooms where the curtains were wide open. Now, there's nobody in there, but you could see directly in. I wasn't expecting that.
How cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess I had heard a couple of different people mention that one woman was deliberately flashing people as people were making the descent.
Wow.
Whether or not that's true, I'm not sure, but some people might have got.
That's why I saw
fun view.
3 of the guys pulling themselves up the 30 stories.
It was definitely top 2 experiences of my life.
And the top 1, or can we talk about that?
No, I mean it's
well, in college, I was.
Well, no. The best experience, number 1, was a week-long road trip I took with my best friend, and it was a full week. This lasted 2 minutes, and it was definitely just
how cool.
Top 2.
All right, so, and you supported the Special Olympics.
Yep.
Who's got the exclusive on this rappelling thing, or what?
As far as I know, the company that does it is called Over the Edge, and I'm not sure if they do it strictly with the Special Olympics or any fundraising opportunity can get in touch with them, and
cool.
they work it out somehow. As long as somebody's willing to volunteer a building, or if a city's willing to allow the use of a bridge or something like that, then they go for it.
And you raised a lot of money.
Yeah, about $100,000. I think 100 people did it.
How excellent! How cool!
Yep.
Well, congratulations. We're glad, because if you hadn't made it, we would have been sitting here like this with an empty bar, no one to serve anybody anything. But Tim is back at Wine on Third, folks. Come and see him and talk to him about his experience. I'm sure he'll show you the pictures.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.